Alright, what's good, everybody? We're gonna go Heisenberg normal, triple S. So we'll go speedy swing, and we'll put power into hammer and electric charge rate, and that's all we need. He's pretty he's strong as shit for lack of better vocabulary. He's gonna be taking most of these enemies down in 2 hits, and that's if you're not powered up. So we'll just kind of take our time here, grab the upgrade, and do what we do. So if you do end up getting powered up, he will one-shot people. Because we got break shot, we're one-shotting everybody now. So break shot, infighter, things that make the hammer stronger, that's going to kind of be our MO. And speedy swing is just nice because, well, you swing the hammer faster, so it's hard not to like that. If we end up getting into a sticky situation, we can certainly use the hammer swing charge, but I just feel like that's not going to be the case. All his other tools are really cool, but they're not super useful here. They're just almost a waste. Like they're like kind of pointless for now. Definitely in hard mode you have to use some of his more like gimmicky stuff as far as the saw blade goes and all that, but here we're just taking people out. And I love moving faster, of course. So right now, because of break shot and because of infighter, we don't even need to be powered up to take enemies down in 1 hit. And we're just finding people to swing on, basically. Alright. Last one here. And we don't even really need the soldat. Alright, I still like to go all in on the hammer. So we'll put the power up, the charge rate up 1 more, and we'll move on. So even right here, I don't even think I'm gonna cut into the back where the upgrade is, because we don't need it. We're borderline in speedrun mode, actually. Take Razor Ricochet, that's not bad. We'll have some ranged enemies that we'll actually have to throw some saw blades at, so why not take Razor Ricochet? Once you get 8, you're good to go back this way. Alright. And we'll make our way up here, swinging on people as we see fit. And we'll get this guy up here because he can be a nuisance sometimes. And then we'll go ahead and burn the soldat here just to get these 2 guys. And then while we're up here, we'll finish everybody off. We'll go strong mode, and we'll just start sending razor blades their way. Oh, I whiffed. Have 1 more after that, and we'll just swing on him. What's kind of crazy to me about Heisenberg is that he can actually block. As if he's not like OP already, he can actually block. And we'll just go all in on the saw blade just for funsies. So I mean, worst case scenario, I mean, we'll always try to get full combo if we can. And try and get the best gameplay we can get. We'll take out this guy from afar. I like how the damage on the saws, they don't scale. So you're able to throw as far as you can, and that damage will stay true. It's not the case with guns. We'll get these guys across the way, because they're annoying as well. Okay, if I'd stop whiffing, that would be awesome. And these poor enemies just getting killed before they can even get up the damn stairs. Doesn't matter what we take at this point. All right. Let's see what we get for the last upgrade. Nothing great. I do like the saw blades because they go through people. Like, I can appreciate that quite a bit. Once we do this, we'll go ahead and just unleash Sturm. Just for fun. Because why not? Look, he's still going crazy. Look at him. Oh my goodness. If you don't know how to get Sturm, equip the Soldat, hold X and circle the controller, and it will change to Sturm instead of a Soldat. So we're at the castle now. We'll take Speedy Swing, and we will take 5 for power, 2 for electric charge rate. Easy. So what I like to do, I like to clean up on this guy quickly, so I do charge up. I'll take one swing to get the helmet off, and then I'll just throw a flashbang to get him dizzy, and then I'll take him out with a slam. No need to prolong that any further. Again, you're going to be in a situation where enemies are going to go down in 2 swings. If you end up getting something like break shot or infighter, they'll go down quicker. So I do love using the saw blade. I think the saw blade is really good, but it just takes a while to get going. You have to kind of wait for it to charge, and but don't get me wrong, it's super strong. Like, it is super strong. And when you have a line of enemies, it's really good to use. But I'm perfectly content with going around and just hitting people with hammer. For these enemies right here, we'll go ahead and use our charge. But we get grabbed, of course, because we got to keep it interesting. Alright, we'll take Infighter again. We should be knocking people out in one hit now. Perfect. It's kind of crazy. I actually did, I've actually done the hard mode with Heisenberg, and it's so interesting to see that you get the Soldat for free. Like, I think that's so funny. We'll go all in on this the saw blade, and we'll get rid of the flashbangs because we don't need them. But it's so funny to see that, like, I'm used to having to pay for the Soldat, where you just get it for free, like, on here, and so when I have it, I just use it because, like, why not? I will take all brawn because speed is not going to be the reason why we don't do something. Now, I do hate moving slower, but I love hitting hard, so we'll take advantage of that. And you gotta love Speedy Swing. We'll take an electromagnetic boost. So I think Heisenberg is absolutely really strong when he has his back against a wall. He's really dangerous because if he doesn't have anybody behind him, he can do a lot of fucking damage without having to worry about anybody behind him. And the fact that the saw blade does what it does by going through bodies is actually crazy. Alright, we'll make our way out here. And I love the range that he has. It's kind of crazy. For those of you that play like FGC games, you know characters with range are just really good. But you can see just how crazy this is. Like, I feel like you guys don't need a guide for this, right? Like, alright. But maybe you just like to watch somebody just do crazy shit with Heisenberg. Let's get that barrel blown up. And he wanted it, but we'll just finish him off here. And we'll grab the upgrade because I wouldn't mind being faster. Ooh, hard to pass up Infighter. See, I actually got something to make me faster, and instead I took a Infighter. I'm a fake guy. Alright, with the money that we have, we'll power up the hammer all the way, get the electric charge rate up, and we're just gonna go. We don't really need anything else moving forward here. These guys are going out in one hit. We don't even have to be charged up, and that's thanks to Infighter. Now we are moving slow, so we do have to make moves when we get the chance. There we go, electric static shuffle. Let's get it. Now we're schmoving. We'll grab this time thing real quick, and we'll charge up. And as the sisters spawning, we'll get ready to go ahead and just slam the shit out of all of them. And you see the damage. You see the damage. And you see them whiffing. They're all from Wisconsin. Alright, we'll unleash a soldat because we have it, so why not? Alright. Like, just ask yourself why not, you know? And of course we'll be having some birds coming out the woodworks here. We should have one more enemy left on the ground. There he goes. Because as you know, we'll have a 24 here. Now I got Razor Ricochet, which is really good. Arguably his best ability. Can get you out of some sticky situations, especially in hard mode. So if you get a chance to take Razor Ricochet, I highly recommend it. See what kind of power we can get here as we just truck our way through here casually. Charging Slam is good, I'll take it. Alright, here we go. As you know, 36 is the number here. We'll have that last guy up the stairs, and we'll move on. So as I mentioned before, you can definitely summon Sturm. I'll show you guys in this room. If you don't know about this, I didn't figure this out, obviously. Somebody on the internet figured this out. So equip the soldat, hold X, and circle the controller, and you'll see Sturm appear instead of the usual soldat. And the crazy thing about him is, like, he doesn't go away all the time. He'll actually speed around, getting multiple hits on enemies. It's actually kind of funny to see. So if he's in tight corridors, he does a lot of damage, where the soldat's just going to have that one, like, forward advancement. So we'll get Iron Will and SOS for shits and giggles, and we'll get that electric charge rate all the way up, and we don't need anything else. Alright. We gotta always remember that we have the doll here. So we'll want to take her out. I'm gonna go ahead and basically abuse the saw blades here a little bit. I've taken a lot of these enemies out with it. I did not see that guy right there. Should have stayed where you were. And then we'll go ahead and head downstairs, take care of the doll, or at least get a charging slam on her. Okay, that did in fact kill her. And then we'll go ahead and use some of these saw blades, take some of these guys out. Once we get to about 20, we'll want to head upstairs because there's going to be some people that are going to spawn up there. So, alright, that's time to do it. Let's go make our way upstairs real quick. We got this guy though. We'll take care of him. Iron Will helped me out there. Alright. And you'll make your way to the left first. Don't forget about this guy on the floor. It can be really annoying. And we'll have some more enemies come our way. We'll leave him on the floor because we got This guy right there. This is working out pretty well. We'll start to make our way back down here because a few more enemies will have spawned. And we'll take care of them right now. Make sure there's nobody back there. Should be somebody on the floor here. Alright, perfect. Perfect. We'll go ahead and burn this. Just because, why not? And we'll take Agile, just because also why not? I think he actually killed one of the birds. And we don't want to forget about the birds. So you should be rolling down here with 40, especially if you killed the doll. And we'll just kind of take care of everybody as we see fit. And at this point, you're feeling really good about coasting to a triple S. I don't know what my hit rate is. It's pretty bad. I'm like whiffing a lot. When the big armored soldat comes out, that's going to be an easy slam. But just because we can, we'll go ahead and release a soldat here. And there we go. Not too bad. Little Heisenberg speed run we got going here. So as we make our way to the factory, we're still going to do the same song and dance. I love Speedy Swing. I think it's underrated. Put that power to 5. Electric charge rate to 2. And let's go cause a ruckus. Alright, here we go. So we're still dropping enemies in 2 swings, which is really good. In hard mode, you actually have to power up Heisenberg to be able to do that. So just so you know. Alright, good. He came around the corner, that's good. We'll power up just to take care of these enemies quicker. Once we kill number 9, we'll go upstairs to upgrade. And I'm so annoyed that like the animations are just out of control. Like for some reason Heisenberg has I'll take electrostatic shuffle. Heisenberg has the worst animations. When enemies grab him, they literally take 70,000 years to do what they do. It's kind of annoying, and it's gotten me a couple times in hard mode actually. Alright, there we go. Easy enough. We'll grab the flashbang because they can come in handy in a pinch. Perfect. This guy's always 20. Don't forget about him. And we'll power up here because it's a smaller room. And we'll have 2 guys coming up from the ground. We'll try to beat them to it. Perfect. Should have a guy coming around the corner here. He actually might have came for us earlier. We are missing a person actually in all our speediness right now. We are actually missing a body. So there was supposed to be a guy that came around the corner here. Oh, we're missing that guy. Okay. And you play this shit enough, you will like be in that situation. We're gonna use a big hammer swing here to get rid of this guy so we can keep our combo. And we'll head up the stairs to grab this. I don't like any of those. Don't like any of those. Electromagnetic boost I don't mind, I guess. Good, and we'll use that just because I like keeping combo. I really do, so I didn't want to lose it. Agile's fine. We're not getting the best upgrades right now, but if I'm being honest, we don't necessarily need them. We'll go ahead and kill this guy on the floor just to aggro the sisters, and we will get powered up to take care of them as they kind of roll down. One thing I like to do is I like to use these guys on the ground to build my hammer back up before I take on some of the other sisters. And then as they roll up, we're just taking them out. And we'll actually blow past that one to keep the combo alive here and build back up the hammer. Anytime you get a chance to build back up the hammer, do it. So even if you have to ignore like a stronger enemy for a little bit, run and go attack somebody to build up the hammer again. Build up that charge rate, it's so good. Alright, we'll use the big slam on this enemy here. Coming around the corner. And then once we do that, we're actually going to rush towards the back here to beat Sturm before he comes out. And then we'll pour Sturm. And then we're actually going to just release a soldat on Sturm. Sturm has no idea we're behind him. So unfortunately he had to take the very quick L. Remember to always double check to make sure there's no enemies down here. Quick way to mess up the combo. You can see we got this guy right here. We'll take him out. And I believe at this point everybody else is upstairs. We'll do one more double check as I get hit with the longest animation. No, I think everybody else is up here. Yeah. It's not bad. The Heisenberg full combo speedrun continues. And it's almost like if y'all ever been to like a water park or an amusement park and you ride like one of the scariest rides first, and once you start to ride the not as bad rides, they're not as fun. I almost feel like that with Heisenberg in the sense of like, you know, I've done the hard mode, and so easy mode is just like, or normal, you know, it's either I'm calling it easy mode and it's actually normal mode, but it's like, what? I mean, look at that, we're not even charged up and we're just out here acting a fool. You love to see it. So on this map, we'll actually have an opportunity to use some of our saw blades, so that's why we powered them up. Got a lot of archers in this part, so we'll do what we do here. And I don't think I have the ricochet, so we actually have to keep it honest here. We can't just throw some random ones, but just strafe and you'll be fine. But you can see right there, it's taking down 3 people at once. And then of course with like these guys, like we're really just gonna kind of be assholes and charge slam them because we can. There's Razor Ricochet. Razor Ricochet is pretty goddamn good. It's got some OP shit to it. Make quick work here. Make quick work here. Go ahead and shoot a Razor your way. And we'll take slow motion just because, I mean, it's almost kind of overkill to do that, but hey, sucks to suck, I guess. We'll go in here and kill this guy. Typically I like killing him through this other side of this wall, but it's not as easy to do with Heisenberg, so I don't want to like take any chances there. Remember, there's going to be an enemy to the left coming down the stairs, so just keep that in mind as you go right here to kind of take care of this dude swiftly. We do want to go this way up the stairs. Good time to use a saw blade right there. And you can see Razor Ricochet taking care of business. We'll leave that guy alive. Alright, here we go. So we'll be able to actually just kind of coast back here and throw saw blades. Some of these enemies, like a lot of them are going to actually ricochet anyway and take care of business. Just as to not like waste any time, we will use the soldat on the heavily armored soldat that comes up here. Just because why not? And he should be right around the corner here. Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and do this. It just makes sense, and it took out that other enemy. So we will just go in here and clean everybody up in here with a saw blade. And you can see it ricocheting. All right. And we got a new record, so you love to see it. All right, let's make our way to the Mad Village. And we are still with the same song and dance. Now here, it's a little bit different because you'll have some archers that'll kind of mess with you in the second level, but we will cross that bridge literally when we get there. All right, let's hustle over here. Remember, we got that bird up top, but we'll get that later. We're gonna hustle immediately to the upgrade. Hopefully it's something good. Electrostatic shuffle. I do like moving fast. And then we're just gonna slowly but surely two-shot all these guys. Remember, you'll have a total of 9, and then the bird makes 10. And they do cover a lot of ground. This one sometimes doesn't always come out, so just keep that in mind. We'll take care of the bird. And then because we have electrostatic shuffle, we're not even worried about getting to the next spot. Alright, we'll have a couple of stronger enemies, so we'll get powered up, why not? And we'll make use of the saw blade a little bit. It does really good damage in this scenario and kills a lot of people at one time. And if anytime you get into a weird situation, you can always use the slam to get just people out of your way. Good, and you can see the soldat just cleaning up shop there. We're not too worried about all this bravado that they're spitting. Alright, we'll hustle over here. And with these enemies, I like to usually kill them before I grab the upgrade, because sometimes things get weird and you're just like trapped in this little section. So we'll now grab that. I don't like any of these. I'll take Razor Ricochet, that's fine. It'll come in handy later. I won't use it for a little bit. As we reach kind of the end of this part, we'll go ahead and power up for the big enemy, so we can completely waste them, and then we just got these two that are in the ground right here. Easy. Let's get out of here. It's great. Alright. Now that we kind of are doing some things and we got Razor Ricochet, we'll actually go all in on the saw blade. Because we got Razor Ricochet. If we didn't get Razor Ricochet, I might have thought twice about it, but since we have a fully charged up hammer, we'll roll up on all of them right now and take care of business. And then we'll get our eyes to the skies for these birds. They annoy me so bad. I like that they die quickly, because if they didn't, man, I'd be in trouble for sure. Alright, once you get to 8, go ahead and swiftly make your way over here. You can charge up, and we're basically just throwing saw blades because it's a great time to do it. Got a lot of enemies in a line, and we'll just clear all them out. I like break shot, especially since we are taking advantage of the hammer. And then, like I said before, we got these enemies on this bridge. We'll kind of take care of them one by one here. And because we have like our saw blade powered up, and we have Razor Ricochet and some other items for distance, you don't even have to charge these up all the way, which makes this pretty OP. I mean, look at that, that's crazy. We'll go here. We got the Razor Ricochet, so we'll go ahead and aim at the big guys. And then once they get close, we'll go ahead and use one of our charges. And actually, we'll just use the soldat because we have it. It just makes more sense that way. And as these new guys spawn, we'll go ahead and take them out with the various things that we have. And you can just see how strong the saw blade is. It's I'm not gonna lie, it's unfair. I didn't use a lot of saw blade tactics in hard mode, but in normal mode, the fact that you don't even have to charge them up all the way is kind of insane. We'll just put the charge rate up for the hammer and move on. Yeah, I feel like these guys can be taken out pretty quickly. Yeah, that's insane. I'm like actually baffled by this. Like, this is crazy that it does this. I love being faster. And I mean, I'm not even charged up and we're still going kind of crazy. Good, once you get to 7, go ahead and make moves. This guy's nice because he drops down and helps you keep your combo alive. And then we'll have some soul bats, and you can see Razor Ricochet taking care of business right there. A little too well. We'll kind of make our way up here because we want to keep our combo alive, so we can actually kind of pick on the soul dats from there, as well as the birds, to actually get up here with a combo intact. We'll go see what this upgrade's about before we kill the last bird. And out of reach is hard not to take, especially since what we're doing with the saw blades now. I mean, this is unreal. Try to take as many of them out as we can. And I mean, you see it. I mean, this is ridiculous, right? And you can see Razor Ricochet actually just going to work, which is kind of nice that we have quick movement, because we are killing people at such a high rate that I feel like we wouldn't be able to get to the next body unless we were faster. Let's make our way over here. And I like taking some of these guys out just because it's a little easier to do. And look at Razor Ricochet. I mean, look at this is what I'm saying. Like, if we are in a weird position to where we're almost losing our combo because we're killing enemies a little bit too fast. Like, imagine that. Imagine killing enemies so fast that you can't get to the other enemy to keep your combo alive. It's crazy. Grab the goods, and from here we don't really have a lot to do, so we'll grab all his auxiliary stuff. So like getting the soul dad back quicker, getting Iron Will, and we'll actually sell 1 flash grenade, or a couple, so we can get the hammer all the way up. And I'm a big fan of the saw blade, not necessarily the scrap, so that's why we're not messing with none of that. And I knew he was coming, and I just wanted to save the slam for that, and we will hustle along. And I still like using the hammer, to be honest. Like, it's really convenient. Like, the saw blade still cuts people down quickly, especially when they're in a line, but I do like using the hammer. And it's like, at this point, it's like, I don't even know if we like really need the upgrades like that, but it's fun to just be super OP. Like, it's really fun. We'll go ahead and just use this just for shits and giggles. And they're still going down in one hit, even this deep into the level. We'll take slow motion just because that's nice with Mother Miranda. And we're not in a position right now where we're going to be affected by slow motion. Because sometimes the enemies move too slow, it messes up how they spawn and everything, so we will not have that issue. So we'll have a bunch of enemies coming this way, and we'll just let it rip. Remember, we're trying to get to 28. Okay. Okay. Gotta be difficult, man. See, y'all made me do that. You made me use the slam. I wasn't even trying to be like that. Good, once you get to 28, go ahead and hustle. We'll have some birds in the sky. We'll definitely want to try to take care of them. And I just use the soldat just because, like, I don't care, I guess. And we'll have a couple more coming through here. And we'll just go ahead and do a couple swings and a charge slam. And they're out of here, and we're hustling because we want to get over to this next spot. Go ahead and charge up a saw blade so you can get this guy here. When you see that number tick up, we'll grab the upgrade. And we will start getting to work here. We'll have a bunch of aligned enemies. This is a good time to be using saw blade here, because there's really just enemies after enemies after enemies in a straight line drive. Look at that. That is so sad. If you feel like you're about to lose your combo because you're killing people too quickly, you do have the pig there. So just keep heads up there. And obviously the Lycan's going to be here. So we will seek a soldat on that. Should be coming around the corner here soon. We'll take care of the pig. And there he goes. And the soldat, we didn't even have to do Sturm. Soldat just did what it did. As we continue the speed run, for lack of a better word. I'm sure there are people that are going absolutely crazy on this. So there's really not much we can do here as far as money goes. So we'll just buy some flash grenades, because I do think flash grenades help against Miranda, and then we'll just we'll do what we do. So we'll charge up, and we want to get that ricochet going, because it's going to do a lot of damage to her, but it's also going to bounce off and kill a lot of other enemies. So we definitely want that. But we also do want to charge up our hammer, because slams are going to really mess her up pretty bad. So just keep that in mind. And the thing I like the most about this fight is that you do, since everything goes through everything, you're able to like hit enemies without too much of a problem. There we go. And we got Stern not doing his job. I don't know what he's doing. Alright, we got some enemies here that we'll take care of. Alright. So we're just kind of like going in between hitting her with the hammer and doing charge attacks, and you can see how quickly she goes down. So not too bad. Full combo live. New record. Alright, let's keep trucking. Bloody Village. So these are the levels I have yet to do. We're still gonna do exactly the same thing we've been doing. Level 5 and 2 with speedy swing. Especially for this map, because there's a lot of little enemies here, so the hammer comes in handy. I love break shot. We might get to a point where we're one-shotting them. Yes, we are. Oh, that's so bad. I feel bad for them. Do y'all ever feel bad? Like, do y'all ever just crush them so bad that y'all, like, feel bad for the game? And now we are just absolutely swinging like crazy. Alright, let's see what we get here. Ooh, I like agile, but I'm gonna be greedy. Razor Ricochet is good. Alright, get out of here. We'll go ahead and power up because we got big guys coming. And we'll definitely want to do that to take care of them. And we'll have our enemies to the left, obviously. To the right, excuse me. Like, what is direction? There's going to be one guy behind me that I need to take care of. Oh, it's a small guy. Alright, we're good. And right now I have him powered up for no reason, actually. Like, I don't need to do that. But it's just fun because I feel super OP. And we'll do that, and 35 is our number for sure. And we'll actually start releasing a bunch of razors here to take care of business. And look at the power on that. I mean, right? That's almost upsettingly overpowered. And we move on. Per usual, we will go all in on the saw blade this time, especially here because there's a lot of narrow corridors here that I feel like Heisenberg really shines here. Like even like this section right here, like we'll just kind of let them all get in line and then we'll launch. And you see how that works. Got a guy coming up here. I don't even know where I knocked him at. There he goes. We'll power up right here just for funsies. And we'll start taking people out with the saw blade here. Alright, before I kill these next two, I'll go ahead and grab this upgrade. And I think Charging Slam is beautiful. It's so good, especially with the strategy we're trying to employ right now. Alright, once you got 14, go ahead and get up here. And we'll actually take out this archer up here first before we start dealing with everybody else. And why not? So go ahead and send the soldat on its way. Send a message early. And we'll go ahead and go there with that. Oh, and I didn't see that enemy there, but we got both of them. And then we'll actually head up here. I hate archers, so they gotta die. Now we're kind of playing a little bit of a range game here. We got one big enemy that's going to come up from the ground here. We'll hit him with that charge slam. Since we have the ability, we were able to do it again. With the pig, we'll grab the 2 upgrades. Electromagnetic boost is unfair. It lets us shoot projectiles quicker. And we'll grab this one too. And I'll take infighter. Oh, electric static shuffle. I should have took that one, but I like being strong. What can I say? I like being strong. All right. So here we got one area left. So we'll just make sure our hammer is really strong, and that's all we need. All right, here we go. We'll have this dude come around the corner and catch a quick L. And then we'll go ahead and power up and get the saw blade cracking off here. Now that we have electromagnetic charge, this becomes a lot more scary. They're a little more resilient there. Good for them. Agile. Yes, please. Blow up that barrel just to get those guys, and then we're gonna go ahead and send the soldat their way and take care of the other guys here. You see that caused a lot of drama to the point where these enemies were almost not ready to come out. Good, and we should get to 21 here, so before we make our way back down here, it's gonna be a bunch of enemies over here, and we'll take care of them with the saw blade. Ooh, right in my face. Should be. I just don't want anybody coming behind me, which I don't think they are at this point. Like I said, we'll be a douchebag and grab the upgrades, because why not? We'll re-roll. Good electrostatic shuffle, being faster. Love to see it. We'll go ahead and aggro the enemy. Kill this guy. We'll get this going early. We'll kill the pig. And then right now we just got a couple enemies to kind of deal with. But we're going to take care of the big dude. And the hammer does a decent amount of damage, but you can also hit him with a charge slam as well as the other enemies. And you'll be able to keep your combo alive. Looks like he went down already, so now we're just trying to find the other enemies to kind of take care of. I missed. Thank goodness this isn't Call of Duty. Alright, let's get out of here. Not too bad. And we got a new record. So we feel good about that. Alright, let's go ahead and finish out the Bloody River. And we will still do the same song and dance. I'm a big fan of having the hammer good because it's your base weapon. I do love the saw blades, I really do, but I really think the hammer's got to be good out the gates. So we got that werewolf over there, so we'll want to utilize our flashbangs, but when we get here first, we'll go ahead and hit that barrel and then swing on this guy to get our hammer charged up. And then we will we'll use flashbangs to kind of get at the wolf a little bit. And then we kind of made quick work there, so now we're okay. We'll re-roll that. Infighter's good. So now that they're out the way, we can kind of approach the level normally. Ooh, they hating. They hating. Alright, there we go. So we got those guys to kind of charge up our hammer a little bit just so we can take down this guy a little bit quicker. There's going to be a couple soldats that we want to do like that. Using regular enemies to power up your hammer is going to be so crucial here. We'll make our way down here. And we'll go ahead and charge it up. We'll actually use a soldat here. And we're going to hustle up to grab these two upgrades before the soldats get up here. And charging slam is fine. Alright, good. Good there. And it's nice how Heisenberg can kind of do what he does to them with the staggering. Getting into 26 is huge. We got just the pigs left. And we're out of here. Good. Easy. Alright. We'll go all in on the saw blade. Comes in handy, especially when you have Razor Ricochet. So if we ever get that, we'll take it. But we have a fair share of a fair amount of flashbangs. So with some of the soldats, it's nice that the soldats are so weak to them. Even the ones that are like more armored than the others. It's really helpful. And the fact that he can make them stagger like that is really unfortunate for them. Hopefully my radius is good here because I want to kind of take all three of these guys down. I only took down two of them. Looks like this one lived. Oh, we took a rare hit there. Once we get to 8, we're gonna want to hustle. I always like to grab the upgrade. If you get hit, you get hit, but at least you're saving some time. And Infighter is hard for me not to take. And once we get to 12, we'll definitely want to venture over this way. Alright, let's go. We'll have a big enemy come from the sky. It's a great time for a slam, and we have the slam recharge, so basically if we hit 3 enemies, our hammer recharges right away, so you can see how dangerous that can get. Good, we took care of the big ones. And we're going to go get these 2 here. Now remember, when you get to 22, you're going to want to make your way up here. But you'll have a bird. So just make sure you don't get too close because it'll fly away. So try and take care of them first. Cool, cool. The archer's here. The big enemy. Good. We'll grab the upgrade before we take care of this guy. And raise our ricochet. That's what we want to see. Alright, we got Sturm coming up, and he's kind of a pain in the ass, so we'll send a soldat on him. And hopefully that we hit him there, and we do. Doesn't kill him, so we'll make sure to get a charge slam here, which should take care of business, and it does. Free upgrade. Nothing I like. We'll do out of reach. Sounds good. We'll be taking advantage of what the saw blades have to offer here, so perfect. First things first, got to make sure the hammer is fully upgraded. We are going to want that really bad. And we'll put the charge rate up and we're good to go. The first thing I like to do actually is when I grab the upgrade, I actually like to creep around to where he's at and start putting in some damage on him before I touch anyone else. Just because, like I said, I'm a sucker for having my combo. But we'll start making moves on him, as well as using the slam quite a bit. And he goes down actually pretty fast. And now that we've done that, now we're just looking in the sky basically. We're gonna have 12 enemies that we have to get here. So make sure you're kind of looking on all the rooftops. New guys will drop down. And just make sure to keep looking up. See how I did kill someone up here, but someone else is up here now. And we got a couple on the ground here as well. So once we get to 12, we'll have some enemies pop up from the ground. I'm gonna get charged up here for this. And we're gonna go ahead and release a soldat and then start to go to work here a little bit. Couple swings and then a charge slam takes care of business. And we'll grab some extra money and get out of here. Perfect. So there's not really much else to buy here. We'll just make sure we'll grab his supplemental things. And we'll move on. They'll obviously have a lot of money to grab here. I'm sorry, that's only in hard mode. So we're just going in here, swinging. So here's like an opportunity to really take advantage of what Saw Blade has to offer. You can get powered up here and you can start to kind of lay enemies out. And because we have Razor Ricochet, you're gonna see enemies get killed that you didn't even think you were about to hit, and it gets real tough really quick for them. No thank you, I don't want to be grabbed, sir. Good. Once we kill about 16 or so enemies, we're gonna make our way to the right and towards the back. There's gonna be a group of smaller enemies as well as an upgrade. You should see 2 enemies on the floor in front of you right here. That's how you know you're in the right spot. Go back here to get this upgrade, and then you'll basically be able to lay everybody out with a charged slam, and it sucks for them, but hey, their fault, right? Okay, once that's done, we'll make our way in this room and towards the back. You're gonna have some enemies come out this doorway right here, so just be aware of that, but we're not going through that doorway, so I will not charge Heisenberg up for that reason, because I do want to kill the enemies that come this way. Okay. Good. Let's make our way upstairs, shall we? And the nice thing is there's a nice wall to get our backs to do some damage. And you can see I'm taking out people in one swing, so I don't need to necessarily power up. We're really looking for the number 44 before we really clear this area, so be sure to look over the balcony to make sure no one else is on the way or that you missed somebody. So there we go, there's 44. We feel good about that. Let's go ahead and get out of here quickly. And we'll have Infighter's good. We'll have some enemies here, so we'll actually go ahead and release Stern here. And we'll get a nice big slam to take care of some of these enemies. And again, because we have that charging slam attribute, if we hit 3 people, it just basically stays charged. It says the cooldown rate is lessened, but it just stays charged. Good, 55 is where we want to be. We'll make our way over to this archer. And we'll have a couple enemies trying to get at us here. They'll be easy work because of the Saw Blade. And remember, we have Ricochet too, so it gets scary. It gets scary quick. There we go. Just a couple swings, and the fact that we have our charge rate up so high, all it takes is just a couple of swings and a slam to take care of business. Alright, good. We got some enemies behind us. We always want to be looking behind us on this part. The number really is 75. Once you get to 74, there's going to be an enemy laying on the floor in kind of the last room before we make our way outside. So just keep that in mind. You'll sometimes have to look back. Alright, so we got to 74, so we got to hustle. There's going to be one lone enemy laying on the floor with an upgrade kind of to their right. And we'll grab it. Out of reach is good. This is where the saw blade really shines. My gosh, like, so sad. And we're just taking them out, and we don't even have to charge it fully in this mode, so it's dangerous. It's real dangerous. Got somebody in your face? Go ahead and just let it fly. Alright, remember, we want to get to 95 here. So once we do that, we're going to make our way upstairs for sure. And there should be one last enemy coming right here. Oh no, we already got him, so we'll just take him down. And we're headed upstairs. You'll have 2 enemies on the floor, and then the sisters. So this is going to conclude the, for lack of better terminology, the Heisenberg speedrun. If you're still watching this, y'all, I appreciate all y'all. But that's it. So, a happy triple S hunting. We'll see what this score is. Hey, y'all have a good one. I appreciate y'all.